Alright, moving on to the very final level in the run, Betrayal over Bespin, which really only has one difficult trick to it, which is the Bespin out of bounds. There's also the Bespin transition skip, but I'm not gonna cover that in this video because it's not actively used in runs because it's too inconsistent. So this opening cutscene is actually pretty long. Alright, so right when the level starts, I'm gonna kinda go to the left and grab a power up. You don't need it, but I like it. And with Lando, the fastest way to move is to spam double jump rolls, but if you notice once you finish, he kind of freezes up. So it's important if you're spamming double jump rolls, when you're ready to finish double jump rolling, to do a single jump to cancel that animation of him landing. So this part's pretty straightforward. You just gotta shoot him 4 times. You can shoot him while he's flying to his next spot sometimes, but once he gets to 1 heart, you can leave and just kind of wait at this next door. I like to stand right here because he can sometimes kind of push you forward a little bit. At this point, just kind of spam double jump rolls to keep following him. And just trigger the cutscene. Alright, so right away you can jump back inside, and we're going to want to switch to R2. And this poisonous gas you do not need to turn off because we're just going to load a new room to get all of our characters back to us. So this is where we're going to do the Bespin out of bounds. It's in this room right here. We're going to want to switch to Lando, get up on this ledge, and it's pretty much an out and in. Everyone kind of has a different setup for this skip, but pretty much you're kind of jumping out and then back in, and you're basically trying to dodge a kill plane and get under the floor of the room to the right of us. And this one can be a little bit tricky. I've been having a little bit of trouble with it recently. So everyone kind of has their own setup for this one, and mine is not the best. But I would just kind of check out everyone's runs to see how they do it. Because someone else's setup may work a little bit better than mine, which is kind of inconsistent, as you can tell. But that's how I do it, and then at this point you're out of bounds. Make sure to not come back in bounds, but yeah, so once again, just kind of out and back in like that. At this point, walk under the floor, and if you're too high up, you'll kind of run into this door, so just drop down a little bit and go behind the door, and you're past. So I like to kind of shoot down this hall to kill that guy, because there's going to be a couple guys coming to shoot you. There's one. I just kind of sneak around this corner while shooting to just try to kill everyone. There we go. You can ignore the guys on the right, they won't shoot you fast enough. And at this point, it's important, so you have to take out your gun, but you want to wait, because if you do it right away, you'll get this animation. So you kind of want to jump forward and then take out your gun to avoid getting that animation. And there's a power-up in this box right here, and I just kind of sit in the middle and shoot in the direction of the guys like this. And then hopefully if you did it fast enough, the power-up will still be active, so you can build this quickly. Now this next part's really straightforward. You just pick up your 2 droids with the magnet and drop them on this side. Don't play this risky, because if you do play it risky and they fall off, they'll respawn back on the other side, which is not ideal. And make sure to pull this lever on the elevator, because a lot of people do forget to do that. So right here, we're going to do a bit of a jump shot, stand on the outside, and just kind of do a jump shot up that way. And you'll see it would knock down a piece, and then step on the button so that the droids can get past. We're now going to switch to R2 to use the panel, and as we're using it, we'll call on player 2. And player 2 is going to shoot and break this box so we can make a little gap. So this 1P2C is always different every time I do it. The position of the droids is always different from last time. But either way, we're going to want to drop out and have our player 1 as R2, and we're going to do this entire part as R2 because there's a gas wall, so R2 is the only person who can get by it. Once again, we don't need to worry about turning this off because once we load this room right here, all of our team will be here. This part's really straightforward. I like to do a double jump right before the cutscene starts so we can get a little bit of movement during the cutscene. Pull the 2 levers to extend the bridge, and when we reload this room, switch to R2 so he can get through the gas and open up the door. And we enter the end room, and there's a little bit of a 1P2C that we're going to do here. I would say it's optional, but we're going to bring C-3PO across with us as well, and he's going to wait at the door of the very end of the level while we kill everyone as Lando. So we have C-3PO in the right spot, just kind of keep killing guys with Lando until the door opens. This is kind of like the ideal spot to stand, it's like right here. You're probably going to die a lot, but EBB is still nice because it takes out the groups pretty quickly. Looks like we have 2 guys left, one there and one there. And enter the Falcon as C-3PO, and time ends immediately when the cutscene starts playing. And that is the 90% run. There's a couple alternate routes that you can take, particularly one that's been experimented with is the Fast Force route, where you grab the Fast Force red brick. And the order for that is 1, 2, 4, 6, 3, 5. And that's about it for the routing. There's, I guess, the one where you do episode 3 before episode 6, but that's pretty much the same as this. And overall, if you have any questions regarding anything, if I didn't explain something very good or I didn't explain it at all, just ask in the comments of the video of that level and I can explain it, or you can message me on Discord. which you can find on my speedrun.com profile. And thanks for watching.